What up, YouTube? It's your boy Banks. And we back in the building, you feel me? It's True Talks. Cause True Talks, alright? Let's get straight right into it. So you already know, bruh. I'm not even gonna do a video on the Clippers. You know, that was a blowout. You already know they showed out. That's blown out. The Lakers, obviously they lost by LeBron's layup, kicked out to AD, missed. They lost to the Nets by what was it, by 2 or whatever. And obviously people were going in uproar of that. LeBron, his palms are sweaty, whatever. But I'm not even going to get to any of those because obviously now, if you have been under a rock or anything, obviously there's been this the outbreak of the coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? There's been an outbreak of it. And obviously it's been from time they've been deciding, especially the NBA, they've been deciding whether to have no media members come into the locker room and whatever to limit, you know what I mean? Obviously access to the players so they don't get affected or whatever the case is. And then they were working into steps of doing that, etc., etc. I think the Golden State game and the Nets game on national TV was going to be, I think they were going to have no fans because I think the government around there or whatever happened that they decided that you can't have events with more than 1,000 people. So obviously anything with that would have to obviously adhere to their new mandate or whatever the case was. Like there's a lot of stuff going on, but nothing was official yet. And then all of a sudden, Rudy Gobert got the coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was from OG's elbow because maybe OG's immune and he's just giving it out. You know what I'm saying? Or probably it's because that's just a joke, obviously. But it's obviously, obviously going on social media. Rudy Gobert is doing the whole, I'm not going to get coronavirus. His light work, touching all the mics and all whatever the case is. And all of a sudden he gets it. Obviously, it would be the irony. It would be him to be the first one. And then as well as his teammate, they got tested, the whole Jazz team. And then the only one with it would obviously be Mitchell. So those are the two people right now in the NBA with the coronavirus. Steph was sick earlier, but it was, I think, stomach flu or something like that. It wasn't the coronavirus. So they had no worries, no issues. But obviously now that you have 2 NBA players or an NBA player has it, they just suspended the season, canceled the season for the indefinitely, which means for the meantime, until they make a decision on what's going forward, just cancel right now. We don't know. And just, there's no, it's indefinite. There's no actual set time frame, set time limit, whatever the case is. It's just, a hiatus for now. Right. So probably what that is probably like a 2-week, 3-week break, maybe 2-week until this shit calms down and then eventually resume. Right. So that's what they're trying to do. Maybe even if it leads up to a month, you never know. But that's the next question. Is it gonna now lead the playoffs and everything go further down into August? How's that going to work? You know what I'm saying? It's just a break. Are you going to resume exactly where you left off? Or are you going to resume, like if let's say 2 weeks, are you going to resume with only 2 weeks and then now the games are shortened? What are you going to do? That's the actual next crucial piece of information I'm waiting for in the decision that I'm seeing that I'm waiting for them to do. You know what I'm saying? So now when it comes to the actual, so them doing this whole hiatus and whatever, I understand it. Obviously, your players has it. Media, in this whole uproar with this whole coronavirus, people are scared for their lives. People are doing all this shopping like it's The Walking Dead, it's the end times again. You know what I'm saying? Like the power of media is actually reckless. People don't understand. Like the power of media is actually reckless. That's why before I don't even talk when stuff come out. I don't talk. I don't react. I gotta do research first and find out the actual truth because there's so much media outlets. Anyone could be a media outlet. Right now on my page, I could go and do blog forums and do these posts and act like I'm a media outlet. You get what I'm saying? Anybody, you don't know what sites to what. There was one post saying that Moutier got the coronavirus. Like clearly that was fake. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. God rest his soul. Even when Kobe died, people were saying, oh my God, Rick Fox is in the plane. Like there's so much. Anyone could be a reporter. It's so easy access and so easy. It's so easy to get fake news. Anyone, it's just attainable. Anyone can get that. You know what I'm saying? It's like anyone could start it. Anyone could get that. You don't know what. It's so hard to kind of verify what's actually elite and what's not. That's why I only, when it comes to especially NBA news or certain types of news, I only credit and I only take it to see, to heart or take it at its face value when it comes to certain people who are actually saying it. When the information comes from certain people like, Woj, et cetera, et cetera. That's when I'm like, okay, I wait for them. Because normally they're first and they're early. But I wait for them. If it's not them, I take that shit with a grain of salt from everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Now, it doesn't mean other people aren't right, but there's so much fake, there's so much fake news. So, you know what I mean? So when it comes to that, obviously the media uproar and everybody just panicking, media's panicking, you know what I'm saying? News outlets are panicking, etc., etc. So obviously there are reasons for concern because it spreads so much. The coronavirus spreads so much that it's just like, geez, nothing has spread at this rapid rate to what I remember or anything since I've been here. So obviously there was stuff like SARS, there was stuff like, the swine flu, all that other shit, you know what I mean? There was stuff. Obviously there always is something where people are dying from it. But if you do your research, and I'm gonna put this post, it was around maybe March 12th, which is today, but it was like I think around 12 a.m. something like that. It was early, and basically there's 126,293 coronavirus cases. That's obviously, it's probably more right now, but this was earlier in the day. You know what I'm saying? And there's 4,633 deaths, and 68,286 have recovered out of those. So when you do the math, that's only 3.7% of the people that have caught coronavirus have actually died. So they don't show you these things. They're just showing you, oh my God, 4,000 people have died, or whatever has died, this amount number have died. They don't show you how many's been actually caught it, how many actually have survived. They don't show you the survivors. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to scare you. Obviously, I'm not going to go into details about, the tactics of these people, but I'm not going to go into that. That's a slippery slope. That's a whole hour. I'm not going into that. You know what I'm saying? But the point is, they don't show you, everyone thinks the coronavirus is so reckless, but they don't show you what the truth actually is. You know what I mean? They don't show you that. So when you look at these numbers and okay, clearly and they don't show you the context of these deaths. It's the same thing with basketball. I've been saying, they just show, oh my God, this guy had 40 points. They don't show you that he had 40 points off all layups. You know what I'm saying? They don't show you he had 40 points. There's no mid range. There's no threes. They don't show you. They just react to numbers and analytics, and they don't look at the context and the eye test. This is literally what it is. The context of a lot of those deaths are, older people who are already, they're already frail. They're already, they're hella old. So any type of virus or any type of thing on that level is going to, affect them. It's hard for them to, to maintain it or, to actually treat it or survive it. You know what I'm saying? And other people with severe illnesses or whatever. That's that bracket of that category. You know what I'm saying? So it's harder for them to actually overcome it, as opposed to a regular everyday person who's not in the hospital, is good, is healthy. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of just like a flu to them. You know what I'm saying? It's on the same equivalent as a flu. There's been people dying from the flu a lot of the times too, depending on who you are and what kind of spectrum you fall in. You know what I'm saying? And they don't mention that. They don't cancel games because of that. I understand this came out of nowhere. So a lot of it is the unknown. We don't know how to treat it, because flu, you could go to the hospital, get some type of whatever, and get treated, whatever the case is. When they're unknown, when they don't have something that's, when it's unknown, it's kind of like it's a fear, which is understood because obviously they don't know how to treat this. They don't know how this shit came. Oh my God, quarantine. We don't know what's going on. Obviously, they just see results of people you've healed, but some people die. You've healed. We don't know what's going on. And it's so it's spreading, recklessly and fast that it's like, God damn, no. They're just panicking. You know what I'm saying? There's just human nature to panic. But at the end of the day, y'all who are worried, you know what I'm saying, just stay safe. You don't need to panic. Just, wash your hands. Don't touch your face. You see me touch my face 1-2 times, but, I've been wash my hands. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. You know what I mean? If you're out all the time, hand sanitize constantly, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But if you're healthy and you catch it, you should be good. You see, Rudy Gobert actually was okay to play, but they're like, nah, quarantine you. You know what I'm saying? What's his name was it? Tom Hanks and them have gotten his wife. You know what I mean? His son has said they're good, they're blessed, but just, it's not that serious. So clearly there's information out there that's showing coronavirus isn't that serious. So that's why in my head, I understand NBA going on a hiatus just to appease media and just to clean up everything. And, everyone just sees it as it could affect their business. If obviously you don't want to cancel games, that's money. The fans no money and all that type of stuff. You're not getting viewership on TV, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, it's like if multiple people have coronavirus, they're playing, etc., etc. It's kind of like people will be like, oh, how they playing this? It could actually cause an uproar. So obviously, business-wise, understand. But at the end of the day, like for me, when I'm looking at it, like, bruh, if coronavirus is on the same level as flu, that's how that's how I've seen a lot of people saying NBA is so soft. Man's get coronavirus and he just canceled. In my mind, I'm like, yo, bruh. The last time they canceled the NBA season, well, not NBA season or sports in general, was when 9/11 happened. So I'm looking at the spot. 9/11 happened, the terrorist attack happened. They canceled games for the week for like NFL, etc., etc. And when that happened, that's actual seriousness. So now when I look at anytime seasons is canceled for something, it has to be on a serious level like that. I'm looking at this and I'm like, this isn't the bruh. Mans have flu all the time. Yeah, mans have, all the time. This is not on the same level, the same spectrum, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to that. So I'm like, bruh, mans are really canceling. Like, this is what we're canceling the season because of coronavirus. Now, obviously, understood the spread, whatever. But like, mans already know what it is. That's why you see Devin Booker's face like, wow, what? Cancel? In our lifetimes, we have never canceled the season. Kobe died. We don't even cancel games. You know what I'm saying? We have never canceled the season. Mans are canceling the season of Corona. That's the perspective I'm looking at it from. Like, bruh, this is something I've never seen in my lifetime. Because remember, the NBA 9/11 when that happened, that's obviously before NBA's preseason or whatever. They didn't have an actual season going on. So NFL, I think baseball and all those, I think some soccer games. I don't know exactly what exact sports events, but there was like other filming events. All this stuff got canceled. A lot of stuff got canceled maybe for the week, 2 weeks, whatever it was. But NBA's not going on at that time, right? So obviously their season, I don't think got impacted at all from what I've been checking and what I remember. So they start obviously out late October. So they were good. So for the NBA season to actually be canceled, like, bruh, for a minute or whatever the case is, like, I've never seen that in my lifetime. So it's like, damn, like, coronavirus? Really? Like, bruh. So that's why it's kind of like, it's like, bro, I'm seeing man have flu games. Man celebrate Jordan's flu game. Man celebrate Dirk's flu game. Like, man's play with the flu all the time. So obviously you see Gobert has coronavirus. He's like, it's light work. I'm ready. Here, let me play. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't know, man. It's obviously media. A lot of it is obviously they're taking precautions, but media just controls a lot of these things and and forces us to react and forces people to react. It's like when you attack everything on this type of level, you have to match that level, or now it looks like you're sus and you're the odd guy out. So you have to always match with the realm and what the rest of the people is doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, obviously, you know what I mean? Because obviously you see FIFA and all these other games, they're stopping, no arena. Like, you have to match what other people are doing. So it's like when one person does it, automatically everybody else. So it's kind of like that's what's going on here. So obviously it's unfortunate. It's something, a hiatus from NBA games, and just especially now we're getting to the good part and the crucial part of the season. It's like, bro, this is 2020 has been reckless. Like, Kobe's death, Gigi's death, the helicopter, everybody, all the passengers, David Stern, like, bro. And then obviously you have hip hop artists as well, Pop Smoke in them. Like, it's getting reckless, man. It's actually 2020 started off terrible. Like, this is atrocious. That's why you seen LeBron's tweet, like, this whole 2020 has been canceled. What kind of nonsense is this? This is reckless. Like, shit that's never happened before is happening. Like, this is, bro, to start the decade? God damn. Bro, we all better pray for this decade, because this is not a great start to the decade. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's atrocious. But at the end of the day, people with the coronavirus, obviously, they should be good. Now, again, the only other thing I get from the NBA's perspective is like, you don't know who are these people just actually healthy, who has cases of this. But I'm pretty sure they know if their players are healthy or not. I'm pretty sure. But you never know, right? Honestly, it is what it is. You kind of, you know what I mean? You kind of have to just go with it, go with the flow. But at this point, you already know, like, it's just crazy, man. NBA seasons I never thought I'd actually see this day, like, the NBA season be canceled. Like, that's crazy, man. In my mind, it's like, it's crazy. Like, that's why you see all the people reacting like this, like they're surprised. Like, what? Canceled? Like, bro. Oh, man. So obviously we're on a hiatus. We don't know how long it's going to be. So moving forward for these videos, what I intended to do from time was do, like, maybe like a throwback Black Mamba video here and there, especially to pay tribute. I always want to do it from time just to show you that IQ, the pinnacle of what elite looks like is him. You know what I'm saying? So, or was him. It's even sad to say it. You know what I'm saying? But I will still probably do maybe throwback videos if it's been, let's say it's a longer hiatus. Like, so stay tuned. We're not just going MIA. We'll still talk about stuff, etc. Obviously, news will come out always, constantly. So we'll still talk about stuff. You already know. So like I said, share, like, and subscribe. It's True Talks, because True Talks, you already know. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. You already know, man. We out here. There's no doubt here. There's no drought here. At the end of the day, like, what are mans watching? Like, what are catch up on your shows now? Like, what are man's watching? Like, bruh, no NBA games, bruh. That's actually crazy. We'll see how long this lasts, man. Anyways, I'm out, man.